Reveal the Deep is in the same vein as Claire or Lone Survivor. Since that's the go-to indie horror style that's not RPG Maker or Unity-created FPS puzzle thing, this one is a bit different with its gameplay though. Much more akin to a platformer than a traditionally more grounded 2D pixel horror game. It keeps it simple, it's fairly cheap, and it's just long enough to justify the price. Hell, I think I paid more for Disillusion's manga horror than I did this game. There's always been something frightening about the ocean. Ever since we've mapped space out pretty well and haven't found any cosmic horrors, we've had to turn our attentions towards other alien landscapes. The bottom of the ocean or intricate cave systems spring to mind due to the fact that we haven't explored 10% of either. And I'm pulling that percentage out of my ass, but whatever. While I do love a good cave story, the ocean has a crazy amount of potential for horror material. Soma knew that.
Warning. Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the emergency business.
And that last little bit on the ocean floor was one of the most frightening, immersive experiences I've ever had in a horror game. It's such a great setting that even in a game that's not graphically above a Flash game, it's used to great effect. Which brings us to today's topic. Reveal the Deep just starts. No story, no intro, it just begins and you immediately know what's up. You're a diver, exploring a sunken ship, trying to piece together what happened. As you explore, you come across apocalyptic logs, which I don't care what anyone says, I love them in a good horror game. Not like Colette, where that's the only thing holding the game together. In Reveal, the notes are used to accentuate the horror, with revelations tying into the gameplay aspect as well as the story. The story itself is surprisingly good, with a group of travelers stumbling upon an island with ancient catacombs and mysterious artifacts. They bring one on board and then things start to happen. The crew starts getting headaches. They see pieces of the ship start moving. Black ink blobs scurry to and fro, and eventually the entire ship is overrun with these ink monsters, who slowly infect the crew and turn them into horrible monstrosities. At least as horrible as pixel art can convey, while it doesn't seem scary at first, the game is setting you up to be frightened later. I actually screamed out loud, which is extremely rare for any horror game. I honestly didn't think this creature was going to grab me. There have been no signs of danger beforehand, and I was not prepared. I don't consider it a jump scare, since looking back, it was telegraphed beforehand, so that definitely adds points in my book. The main means of solving puzzles is turning your light off. Once it's off, the ambient ship lighting will reveal the past, including floorboards that have rotted away, and memories long forgotten to the depths. Can anyone think of any other games this puzzle mechanic showed up in, using the past to affect the present? Let's look at some now. I will also consider any dual world type puzzle solving to count. Shadow of Destiny. Does anyone remember Shadow of Destiny? It was a good game. The Legend of Zelda. A Link to the Past. The Legend of Zelda. Oracle of Ages. The Legend of Zelda. Oracle of Seasons. Soul Reaver. Metroid Prime Echoes. Nintendo runs an entire business model off of this, and I can't be the only one who noticed it.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
The mood is excellent, the sound is excellent, the puzzle design is acceptable. There's not much you can do in a 2D game like this puzzle-wise. It still does the job though. It's no walking simulator, it's an actual video game. I applaud the developers for keeping it simple, yet effective. In fact, that's the score. Simple, effective, efficient out of 10.